Hello, Fabulous Libra. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of March 2013. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. The first part of the month, as I look at what's happening, it seems that you are largely in the humdrum of life. That doesn't mean that it can't be interesting. That doesn't mean that a lot can't happen. That really makes you very happy. But for the most part, you're focused on what's in front of you. You're focused on the day. It does look like your workplace may be going through some changes, or at the very least, it does seem like there are rumors, if you will. There's some gossip going on that is suggesting that the winds of change are near, and that there is going to be some shifts in the near future. And those shifts certainly are possible. Again, it's really the first part of the month. I would give it the first 3 weeks of the month that this seems to be an especially important theme. And this idea of you needing to actually be busy and engage where you are and be open to change even when you're not really sure what those changes are going to be. Just ride that wave, because it's really going to work out fine, and it is going to work out to your advantage. You just got to give it time to let it sort itself out. There's just so much that you really have no power over. The only thing that you can do in the first part of the month, really, the only thing you can do is to do as well as you can with what's in front of you to do. It is towards the end of the month that the focus really starts to shift for you. And what I'm seeing is that love becomes a really important topic. In some cases, suddenly so. In some cases, dramatically so. So those of you who are attached to somebody are likely to find that your partner surprises you with a very big change that they desire, that they want to implement. And for some of you, your partner may just go ahead and actually change things up and sort of ask you to now deal with this change, to say, okay, I did this because it's right for me and I'm good. And you're like, okay, wait a minute, what does this mean? How is this going to change the way that we interact and our routines? But for all that, it is really enlivening, right? It does sort of bring a new spirit into the connection. For those of you who are not with somebody right now, you're going to find it very likely that you have an experience. Now, how that actually works out in the bigger picture is going to reveal itself a little bit further once we get you into next month. But for this month, it does look like there is going to be some experience for the singles out there. Maybe even if you aren't single, like, you don't have to carry it through, right? If you're not single, if it doesn't feel right. Even if you are single, if it doesn't feel right, you don't need to carry it through. But there is going to be some interaction, at the very least, some meeting with somebody that does sort of take you by surprise, that does sort of take you aback. And what takes you aback most is the way that you feel, is that you could have the kind of reaction that you do. And it is positive, right? It is that all of a sudden this adrenaline hits you and your heart starts fluttering and you go, oh my goodness, like, I didn't know I could feel this way. And what I'm seeing is that it's almost as if something is waking up. Something is waking up in you again. And after having such a strong focus on what needs to be done and being responsible and doing what's in front of you to do, all of a sudden it's like this moment sort of changes your energy and asks you to say to yourself, like, oh wow, okay, there's love out there for me. There's love within me that I desire to share as well. So there are those love themes and lessons happening for you. But what I find most intriguing about this month is that there is a full moon towards the end of this month in your sign. Now, usually, just about all of us, we do get one full moon each year, and we get one new moon each year, and they're separated by about 6 months' time. So now you've got your full moon to take place right now for this year. And full moons tend to denote a time when our emotions become really hard to deny. They come very much to the surface, especially when that full moon is in your own sign. For you, you are going to be looking at what it is that you really want, and there's going to be no denying it and no hiding from it. I do feel that this fits very much into the trigger that this other person provides. Again, whether it's in an established partnership or whether it's a new dynamic or a chance encounter. However that is that plays out, it doesn't just stay about the other person. It doesn't just stay about this partnership, but you manage to turn that experience around and allow it to encourage you to look at yourself more deeply, to get more honest with yourself about what you really want. I think you're going to surprise yourself by realizing the depths of your desire, especially where it comes to love. And sort of a refinement, a reimagining, a new way of conceptualizing what love is, what you actually want from love, what that love should look like, what the experience of love should be. Now, again, as I said, it doesn't totally play itself out, all these lessons, until we get you into next month, well into next month in some cases. But for now, allow those feelings to come forward, allow those emotions to come forward, and allow other people to act as that mirror so you can see yourself more clearly. As you are having these insights and interactions, and as you are feeling like something in you is being made alive again in a way that you haven't felt in a while, that is going to encourage you to bring a sense of vitality and a sense of life into all you do and into every area of life. And that's when love is at its best, or even just the consideration of love is at its best, when it inspires you to be better than you knew yourself to be before. Thank you for watching. It'll be a great month. Be fabulous and enjoy.